Obviously the RSGB have a big presence here at Hamfest, and here's Steve Thomas, General Manager of the RSGB, and so you've been overseeing all of this. There's a lot here, but I had one question. RadCom has gone electronic.
Yes, it's something we've been working on for some time, and we have, the traditional members absolutely love paper RadCom, and they would hate it if we took it away, and we've got no intention of doing so. However, we also had people that said, please give us a digital version of RadCom, because they end up with a stack of RadComs, in the shack that they don't know what to do with. So we've been working on this for some time, and we've now got a tool that we really enjoy. We launched the web version back in May, and we've been building on it, expanding things, and we've got it to a stage now where we really think it's a good tool for members to use.
Members can access this then through a web browser, and so you can look at it on your iPad, your PC, your Mac, whatever.
They can. It's built using something called a progressive web app, which means it adapts to whatever screen size you're using it on. But we've got a new version coming as well, which I'll tell you about in a second. But so on the web, on any platform, as long as you've got a browser, then you can access it.
The web stuff is great, we all know how that works, but you know what the question everybody always asks is, have you got an app?
Nearly. We've been working on it for some time, and that's what I want to show you today. Okay, so we've been working on the digital platform for RadCom for some time. We had to actually change some of our membership system to integrate with this, but it's now fully integrated and working really well. So I'll just show you that. The web version has been working since May, and what I'm actually using here is a pre-release version of the mobile version that's available for Apple and Android, and they're just about to be submitted to those stores for approval, but we thought we'd really like to show you the pre-release version of the way it works. So you can see me, I'm using it here on an iPad, and we've got it mirrored to the screen over there so other people coming past can see. So what we've got in this tool is we've already got 25 years of RadCom. They're already in the app or available on the web, and you can scroll through the whole 25 years if that's how you like to do it. It shows you the first few, and then you can load more, and that gives you the whole 25 years. So that's all of the editions of RadCom, and I will put more in there. We've just started with 25 years. But as well as RadCom, then we've also got all of the editions of RadCom Plus, the slightly more advanced version of RadCom. We've got all of the editions of RadCom Basics. That's for people who want to try something new in amateur radio, or they're new to amateur radio. So all of the RadCom RadCom Basics are in there. We've got, those first three are for members only. So if you're a member, you get access to that. Then we've got the affiliated clubs newsletter, which we send out to clubs who are affiliated, and their members can view it in the app as well. We don't put a login restriction on this because we can't guess that every member of a club would also be a member of the RSGB. But we publish it in the same app so they get comfortable with it. And then we've also got RadCom samples at the end, which again is open to the entire world. Anybody can access it. And we're going to change that sample version every now and again. But I've also got some historic ones in there as well. But if we go back to the main event, really, RadCom, then for any edition, if we open that edition, then we can go through a full-featured version of RadCom, and we can scroll through that way. Or if we view all the pages at the bottom, we can scroll through all of the pages of RadCom and choose the ones we want to go to. So we could find out a bit more about membership if we wanted. If I turn it sideways, then it goes full screen. But the other thing you can do, if the eyesight isn't great, you can zoom in to any piece of text in there as much as you want to, and zoom out again. Just turn it sideways, we go back to 2 pages again. We know that people like the paper version of RadCom, and we're absolutely going to keep that. But what we need to do is add extra features to the electronic version to make it attractive. So it's not just a copy of the paper magazine, although that's important to some people because you can search through that whole archive. So you can search for any subjects back through those 25 years. But we want to add extra features as well. So at any point where there's an email address or a URL, then you can click on it and it goes to that page, right? So it does that automatically. But what I also want to show you is some of the other integrations that we've done. So on this page, for instance, this is an antenna that the RSGB has been offering for sale, a Momo Beam 6 and 4 meter Moxon antenna. So we've got in this edition here, we've got your normal review of RadCom, and Fraser here has built the antenna, written us a great review for it. But what he's also done is recorded a YouTube video. And that little icon in the corner there means that I can tap on that and it will actually play Fraser's video live in the digital edition from YouTube. And I could turn the sound on. It's a little bit noisy in here for the sound, but I could do that. So you can link directly to content. The other thing we've done, some of the references, you can reference back to older editions of RadCom for other articles. It'll take you straight to those editions. But of course here, because we've just seen the video from Fraser of the antenna, we've got an advert for that antenna on the next page. And then of course we can just click the RSGB shop URL here at the bottom of the page, and it takes you where you can actually buy that antenna. So we're linking lots of things, linking back to our website, linking back even to the advertisers' websites. If they put a URL in their advert, they can click on it, it takes people straight to their website as well externally. That's just some of the things that we can do with this digital edition, but there's still much more to show you.
I suppose the thing it offers as well is a bit of interactivity.
A little bit, yes. What you can do is, if you select it here, you can print a page, right? If you want to, if that's your thing, you can print a page, just a single page. But that might be important if you're doing circuit diagrams or something like that. We think that's useful. But the other thing you can do, you can save content, so you can bookmark things, go back to those pages. That works very well. The mobile edition also lets you download the content to read offline. So if you're going on a plane, you're not going to have Wi-Fi, download the edition in the app, and then you can view that offline as well. But the other thing that I tried this morning, just to make sure it worked, is that if I take a screenshot here, and I work with that screenshot, and I've got a pencil here on the iPad, and then if I want to mark it up, I can just say, read later. So I can mark up a piece of RadCom, and then I can save that if I want to, or I could print that version.
Or coming back to your circuit diagrams, you could be circling a bit
Absolutely.
that you need to, this is the bit I'm doing next.
Yep.
And I can see there's going to be, as you go forward, a big advantage for your advertisers, because they can really make use of this, can't they, to bring their advertising pages alive.
We absolutely think so. A lot of the advertisers do their own videos and things like that, so we can link from those back into their adverts, and I'm absolutely going to be showing some of our advertisers here at the event how this works.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking forward to the release of this in the app version for Android and for Apple devices, and it's coming soon to a device near you.